Welcome everybody to the Church of the Tonepriest. This is where we work on electrical musical equipment, not using science, but by faith. And when we're done working, we pray to God it all works. Anyway, it's Wednesday, hump day. Y'all know what that means. I don't know what that means, so if anyone knows what that means, put it in the comments below. Anyway, just got home from the silly day job. Look at this beaut. This must have come from Chicago. Ooh, how did that feel? Where's the rest of the driver? Don't drink and drive. Look at that, it's growing fucking moss. Look at that. Yikes. And I think when the tone nun left for work today, she put the air conditioner on in fan mode, but not in cool the church down mode, and it is swampy like a friggin' Louisiana bayou here. I tell you what. But anyway, what are we doing today? I am loving this Gibson 1962 Gibson GA5T Skylark amp. It is just a killer. Sounds awesome. But the reason we're here today, as you can see, we have a 1969 Jensen C12R, and she's seen better days. She's been a little bit abused. So we're going to attempt to learn how to repair tears and punctures in speaker cones. And I went on the old YouTube looking for good videos on how to do such a thing. And I didn't really find a whole lot of very good videos about that. So I figured why not put another not very good video on how to do it on YouTube. But anyway, there are a couple of good ones actually. Brad the Guitologist, I don't think it's a specific video, but I remember watching him repair a speaker.
Just squeeze a little.
He uses a hot glue gun to fix tears. The hot glue is flexible, so it'll work, and it's quick, dries quick. And then also another added bonus is if you screw it up, you can reheat the glue and mush it around a little bit more. But my sensibilities won't allow me to use a hot glue gun. Another very excellent video on the old YouTube, and there'll be links in the description, is Uncle Doug.
Probably from some object penetrating the edge of the cone.
He has a video dedicated on repairing these things, and so we're going to kind of go with the old Uncle Doug, everybody's favorite uncle. So without further ado, let's do it. Into the black hole we go.
Gravity's at maximum, Dan.
My God, I think it's got us. Man is about to enter
We've got a break here, too!
the black hole.
Alright, so a while back I scored 3 Jensen 12-inch speakers on Reverb for $40. 2 are vintage. This one here is a modern-ish. This is a 98, almost 99. And one of the vintage ones was in perfect condition. The second vintage one you just saw in the Gibson cabinet was a little rough. And then the modern one here, she's got some problems. Could probably use a recone. Looks like Brad was here.
That's going to affect the tone of this speaker.
But, so, what's the worst that can happen? We're going to use this sucker. Oh, look at that. That's cool. How cool is that? Anyway, stop it. This thing is freaking foobar. We're going to use this guy here to learn how to and practice our speaker cone tear repairing skills. Alright, so if that sounds interesting to you, I'm not sure why it would, but if it does, stick around, because here we go. Now, the research that I've done, step 1 is to thoroughly clean the speaker, which I've done just with a paintbrush type of thing. And you can get these guys anywhere really, really cheap. You know, just get all the dust off. Another good thing for cleaning sensitive items off is makeup brush. They're very gentle. And then when you're done with that, you can, you know, put your makeup on. So there you go. Step one, clean the speaker. And I also read that you can use either acetone or, you know, like high percentage isopropyl alcohol. Do that at your own risk. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go with the clean the dust off with the brush technique. And then step two is to add some adhesive. And there you go. Hope everyone enjoyed the video.
Done.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. I got this probably a year ago when I was thinking about doing this before. I don't remember anything about it, but I'm sure I did a bunch of research, and this probably was the best and most affordable stuff to use. So there's a website there. Check it out. So we're going to try and use this. And we're also going to use something else which I forgot to pull off the shelf, so hang on. The other thing we're going to experiment with is some Weldwood contact cement. And this is in the Uncle Doug video as well. He recommends using this. And his speaker looks to have come out really good, so we're going to try this as well. And what's also good about this is you can put your Tolex on your cabinets too, so multi-purpose, we like that. We don't like single-use tools and supplies around here. So there you go. And for the big holes and cracks here, we need some kind of substrate to apply the cement to. And some people use paper towels. I think we can do one better. I got some 90 grit cheesecloth, muslin cheesecloth, pure unbleached, blah blah blah. We're going to give this a whirl. Depending upon how this works, we may or may not try the old paper towel trick as well, but again, my sensibilities are being insulted, so hopefully this works. Hey, what's the matter, buddy? You hot? Are you hot? Are you hot? Say hi to the internet. What'd you find? Got a goodie? A couple other tools we're going to need are some brushes. And we've got these guys here. I think I got them at Harbor Freight. 100% pure bristle. Made in China. Yes, China is bristling with cheap products that we love here in America. So, alright. Let's do this. Alright, so I'm planning my attack here. And the other speaker has axial tears. And this guy here has pretty much radial tears. So the skills I'll learn on this one will not apply to the other one, apparently. Yeah, that's classy. Love it. I was hoping to try both methods, like do half of it with the black shit here, and then the other half with the muslin and the Weldwood. But it's just hammered. Alright, maybe right here in this section here, from the hot glue over to here, we'll just use this to see how that works, and then the part that's all destroyed, we'll go with the Weldwood and the muslin. Who knows? Plans can change. Best laid plans of mice and men. Alright, this is what I'm trying here. We need a piece to go from here to here. So I put it on the speaker, drew a line with Sharpie. Now I'm going to attempt, with my dull scissors, to cut out like a little C. So we can glue it down to the surround. Wish me luck. Alright, this is where we're at. There's the piece I cut out. The Tone Pet enjoys it. I didn't notice it at the time, but there's actually 2 layers of muslin here. And I think I'm going to go with that because one layer is super duper thin. But we'll see what happens. And I ended up cutting it with a razor blade on a piece of cardboard. And it's a good idea to mark your lines with Sharpie before you start to cut, because as you're cutting it all stretches out, and if you don't follow the line, if you don't trace the line with your blade, it'll end up all cattywampus. So what I think I'm going to do now is put down a layer of the weldwood, and then put this thing down, let it get a little bit tacky, and then put down another layer on top and mush it down, you know, so it follows the contours of the speaker. Alright, I got the action cam set up. Just stirring the weldwood. There's a extremely pleasant odor. I'm sure everyone would enjoy using this in an enclosed area. And that, of course, is satire. Alright, here we go. Scoop it on. And this stuff takes a while to get tacky, and then it takes at least 24 hours to dry, so no rush. Take your time, do it right. And it should be flexible when it is dry, according to Uncle Doug. And I have no reason to doubt him. This is actually the inspiration for the band name for the house band of the Tone Church, Grim Death and Seven Semis.
And the other is this cloth backing, sort of a linen backing. I'm telling you that the glue sticks to the cloth type backing like grim death. I mean, I don't think 7 semi-trucks could get this stuff off the cabinet once it's attached.
Oh yeah, and the cone is just soaking it all in. This will probably outlast a nuclear war when we're done. I really hope this works, because this is a C12R, which is the same as the vintage ones I have, and I'm hoping we can do a Pepsi challenge, with the modern against the vintage Jensen C12Rs, the USA originals, and the made in Italy by real live Italians. And this layer, I just want to get it so I can get the muslin stuck down to it. And once that's tacked up, we'll go do a top coat. And then, depending upon how it comes out, we may or may not add the black adhesive on top of that. But this should dry clear and look black, but maybe a little bit shiny. Oh yeah, those fumes are awesome. And with this stuff, if you're taking a break from painting but you want to go back and paint some more, you can stick your brush in a a little bit of water to keep it from getting all sticky. Alright, I think this is going to be the fun part right here. That's not that hard. Oh yeah, the fumes are having a wonderful effect on my eyeballs. Alright. A little bit more over here. She grew. She got bigger.
That's what she said.
Oh, no, 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 not that. Just come on, you guys, let's do it.
Actually, I'm going to put the weldwood on the entire surround. I think that was the original plan, right? Just to beef her up. Yeah. All right. All right, I'm going to put you on pause now. I'm sure this is riveting entertainment, but I'm just going to keep coming back periodically to just try and get the muslin to form with the rolls of the cone. And then when I feel it's stuck down enough, we'll go back and we'll do a top coat. Hang tight. What I'm doing now, I'm taking off the extra layer of muslin, and I think I'm going to add it on afterwards. So I'll go back after I put a coat on top of this piece, and then do it all over again. But so far, it seems like this is working pretty good. Alright, didn't take too long for this to get tacky enough for me to put the top coat on. Maybe 10 minutes, not even. And yeah, the top coat really helps it, helps the piece of muslin get down in the folds and stuff. So, so far so good. This is working about as good as I could have hoped it would. Can you see all that? Yeah, you can see it. So I'm just going to continue doing this. I'll let that tack up, and then we'll put the other piece on. Put another layer on. Well, no, this will work. We'll see. Might put another layer of weldwood on. Put the other piece of muslin on top of this. And then, yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, here we have the top coat on. And I think I'm not going to do the second layer of muslin. I think this will be fine. Once it's all dried up, it'll be nice and strong. And able to withstand, 500 watts of vacuum tube power. So, yeah, I'm gonna let that dry up. So I think now we'll do this section here with the other stuff here. This stuff. Do you see that in focus? No. The BSC adhesive. Just go ahead and put it in there and see what happens. See how this works out. So we'll pop this sucker open. Are we supposed to mix this or anything? What do we do? Allow 24 hours to cure before placing a volume load on your speaker. Flammable, sweet. Work in well-ventilated area. If glue is swallowed, seek medical attention immediately. That would, close your esophagus up in 24 hours. For data sheets, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm going to give it a little mix. Can't hurt, right? Maybe later we'll set fire to this and see what happens. Alright, let's see what we got. This is thinner than the weldwood. Kind of goes on like thinned out oil paint. Maybe like an acrylic paint. In the areas I'm doing now, there's some little holes here and some cracks, but there really isn't, tears, but, one big E-cord and there will be. Yeah, there's a little hole right there. Alright. Just for good measure, we'll put a thin coat all the way up to the edge here. It's already starting to get a little tacky. Sort of like my videos. Yeah. All right. A little more over here. Yeah, and this gets it's a little more watery than the weldwood, and it gets down into the cracks of the muslin without, really too much effort being needed. And yeah, it tacks up quick. All right, that's what we're going to do now, and I think that's all we're going to be able to do for today until this stuff dries up, and then tomorrow after work we'll assess the situation and we'll go from there. Can you see all that? Yeah, these little spots where they put the friggin' hot glue were the least of the problems this speaker had. Yeah, this is seems to be working out, as good as I could have hoped. So I have high hopes for this sucker. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, it's been 24 hours. It's the next day since I applied all the goop and the bandages to this Jensen C12R, made in, 1998, I think it was? That was a good year. Yeah, she ain't pretty, but, neither is your mom. We don't talk about her. But, yeah, I think it's gonna work. So we'll do the Pepsi challenge. We'll test this speaker against the vintage one that still has the tears in it. This again is my practice speaker, trying different things in different places to see how this goes. And because basically, as you saw, the speaker was completely screwed. And to recone this speaker, it wouldn't be cost effective. You can basically get a new one or one of the same ilk for about the same or less money than, shipping this thing out to be reconed. But maybe in the future we'll see if we can't recone one ourselves, maybe even this one. So, yeah, let's go on to the Pepsi challenge, and, let's first see if this sucker works, and then, whatever, I'll edit the video to make it cool. But we're going to try it out, so here we go.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Look what the letter carrier just dropped off. Got the dreaded peanuts. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, son, look at that. It's a 6-pack. RCA goodness. Nice. Can you see that? Nope, you can't. But it's good, trust me. Oh, yeah. Got a 6EU7 and a 6-pack of 6AQ5 alphas. These are, of course, for the old Skylark. And I was very disappointed to see some very critical words for Gibson amplifiers today. You just gotta know how to use them, baby. The GA20 RVT will destroy a Princeton or a Deluxe. It's got 5 transformers in it. Figure it out. But yeah, so 2 of these are going for the Skylark, which leaves us 4, 6 AQ5 power tubes. What could we do with those? Look at this. This is like pornography for me. It's a thing of beauty right there. Alright, if I'm interpreting the date codes correctly, these 2 guys here were made in the early 70s, I think 71. These 2 guys here were made in 65. I don't know why they changed their logo. It's just bogus. I mean, come on, does it get any better than that? But anyway, and then the final 2, one was made in the second half of 61, and the other one was made very early 62. And our good old Gibson GA5T Skylark is a amplifier that was made in 1962. So these bad boys are absolutely perfect. I couldn't be happier. And finally, our 6EU7, I believe was made in 77. Going out on a limb for that information. I'm making some inferences. Don't know that for sure, but yeah, she looks badass. This should do the trick. I think one of the 2 6U7s in here is bad because when I have it in the tremolo position, the tremolo doesn't work. So maybe one of the triodes is toast. So yeah, this should do the trick. Yeah, and I'm probably going to get one more RCA so I can have a full set. I have a 6X4 that'll be here tomorrow. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled program. That's hard to say. Oh, here's some readings. Does that mean anything to anyone? Alright, we got the new tubes in there. Looking pretty. And we have the vintage Jensen speaker that I have not fixed yet, so this one has tears in it. We're going to do the Pepsi challenge with the speaker I just fixed yesterday. And this is how we got her mic'd up, low on space here. I don't know if this is going to sound good. Probably not with me playing the guitar, but, you know, we do what we can. And listen to how quiet this amp is. This is on 10. Can you hear anything? Come on. Give me a break. Gibson is some real shit. I don't care what anybody says. Alright, anyway, here we go. Alright, here's a moment of truth. Zzz. Oh yeah. Sounds great. Alright, here are the Pepsi Challenge riffs. there you go. It works. It's fixed. Definitely sounds different than the vintage one. It seems to have less breakup. Seems a little tighter somehow. Tighter how? I don't know how to describe it. They sound similar, but this one is little more clear. A little, like I said, yeah, it has a little less breakup, and probably a little less bass. Obviously, you know, with all this crap around here, you know, the speaker isn't able to move in and out as easily. But yeah, I'm happy. I have a speaker that works, and I'm sure we can put this to good use in the future. So there you go. At some point, I'll fix the other speaker that's going to go back in this amplifier and be a permanent member of this whole system. But yeah, we did it. Hope everybody enjoyed the video. Hope everybody learned something, and I hope to see you real soon. Thanks for coming, and rock on.
Done.